Sanatan, the civilization that refuses to die. Look at our festivals, they tell you everything. Look at our festivals, they are the mirror of who we are. Diwali is Rama returning to Ayodhya in the north. It is Krishna and Satyabhama slaying Narakasura in the south. It is Lakshmi entering homes in Gujarat. It is the night of Amavasya, the darkest night. When others fear, we light lamps and turn darkness into victory. Dussehra is Durga's triumph in Bengal. It is Rama's victory over Ravana in the north. It is the Pandavas reclaiming their weapons in Andhra and Karnataka. It is Saraswati Puja in Kerala. One festival, 1,000 meanings, one truth, million stories. And people still ask, why can't Hindus fix one date, one version, one pope? Because that is why we are still alive. Sanatan, the civilizational code humanity needs. Every empire believed it would last forever. The Greeks, the Romans, the Egyptians, the Persians, all built monuments for eternity. Yet their gods are gone, their temples are ruins, their rituals are forgotten. But Sanatan Dharma lives. It is the only ancient civilization that still breathes, still evolves, still shapes billions of lives. Why? Because Sanatan never depended on one prophet, one book, one law, one ritual. It refused uniformity. It chose adaptability. Darwin taught us, it is not the strongest species that survives, nor the most intelligent. It is the one most adaptable to change. Sanatan is civilizational Darwinism in practice. When invasions came, it absorbed. When books were burned, it rewrote itself in memory, song, and ritual. When temples were destroyed, worship moved to homes, forests, rivers, and stones. When rulers tried to erase it, it bent, but never broke. This is why it is called Sanatan, eternal. Other civilizations collapsed because they tied survival to a single thread. Sanatan wove a web. Break one strand, 1,000 more hold. Ban one ritual, 10 others thrive. Attack one god, and millions remain. That is why Sanatan survived where others perished. Today, humanity faces crises of climate, technology, war, and identity. Rigid systems will collapse. Dogmas that cannot adapt will break. Only those cultures that can bend, absorb, and evolve will endure. Sanatan is not just the memory of the past, it is the template for the future. It shows the world how to live with plurality without collapsing into chaos, hold many truths without needing to erase others, adapt without losing identity. The West speaks of resilience as a new discovery, but Sanatan has lived it for millennia. This is why Sanatan is not merely a religion, it is a civilizational survival code. The only eternal civilization, not because it is the strongest, but because it is the most adaptive. One day, humanity will realize that its future depends on learning this truth. Survival belongs not to the rigid, but to the Sanatan. Celebrate whichever story, whichever day, whichever form your heart chooses. That freedom is Sanatan, that strength is Sanatan, that eternity is Sanatan. That is why we still stand, and why we always will.